Ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, after a long night of rest, looks like Robo Avatars is the first to place their preload, but it is on the incorrect level. No robot so far has placed their preload on the correct level, but that's all right. There's a lot of other points to be made up in this autonomous period. Speaking of the preload, Robo Force over in the blue corner gets their preload on the correct level. That'll be 30 points total for them by the end of the game. Robo Force also gets their duck off. Swift also gets their duck off, but they are unable to collect it and score it in the carousel.
Drivers, pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
After a couple extra cycles from robots on both red and blue, teams are getting ready to score in the Alliance Hub and the Shared Hub. It looks like Swift is going to take that Shared Hub like they have done this whole tournament. And on the other side, on the blue Alliance, RoboForce is going to try scoring on that Shared Hub. This is going to be a super tight battle. Over in the front of the field, we see Robo Avatars and Almond Robotics doing cycle after cycle trying to match each other. Right now, Robo Avatars has 6 or maybe 7 freight on the top of that blue specific shipping hub, and Almond Robotics just placing their 6th. These teams really want to make sure they can fill that top level of the Alliance shipping hub all the way to the brim. We can see over in the back of the field that shared shipping hub isn't tipping in any which way. What's interesting is that even though RoboForce has fewer freight on the shared shipping hub, because of the placement and the weights, it's still balanced. With 70 seconds left in the match, it's 160 to 95 in favor of the Blue Alliance. But remember, there are about 90 to 100 points to be made up in this endgame period. So it'll be really interesting to see if teams can take advantage of all of those different scoring objectives. As Robo Avatars does more cycles, the top of their Alliance shipping hub is looking pretty much full with 15 freight already. It'll be interesting to see if they decide to stack more freight or go into a lower level to risk not rolling anything off. And speaking of rolling something off, they did just lose 6 points by having a wiffle ball roll off and onto the field. That no longer counts as scored freight for them. With endgame just starting, Robo Avatars gets ready to cap to place their team shipping element super quickly, and Robo Force is right behind them. Oh, and they just lose 12 points of freight. But remember, it is still a net 3 gain in points. All right, and looks like Swift, even though they usually pick up their team shipping element in the beginning of Autonomous, they weren't able to this time, but are able to pick it up with 8 seconds left, and they are trying to place it on the top of their Alliance shipping hub. They get it. That's 15 points for them, and the Blue Alliance has two team shipping elements.
Well, we want to welcome everybody back this morning. We did rush right into match number 47, but we